Okay, I got their kennels raked out. I took that other poop tray out. Actually, I cleaned it up. I put it under there because sometimes that'll leak or it'll spill stuff. And I got fresh straw down. I got their kennel raked out. I didn't put any fresh straw in yet. You know something? You can be so annoying. And then I got theirs raked out. And they only have straw in that and over there, but they'll have fun. I took their tray out because one of them got their leg caught behind it, and I didn't know it for quite a while. And then when I finally caught it, because she got caught between the bar and that, and so she hurt her leg. She's doing okay. I got her in the garage, separated right now until the soreness goes away, and I keep treating it with salve, antibiotic salve and stuff. So, but they're having fun in there. I got to get you some more water and feed in a bit. And some of them will pile up and sleep in there at night, and the rest of them are up there. And every day I come out here, there's always one or two on the ground. So I don't. Yeah, they'll be rehomed in about another 4 to 6 weeks. Yep. If you're here to help, help. Don't just tell me what to do. Okay? Go play with Bonnie and Clyde and Thelma. Go play. Okay, I gotta get this ready for the colder months. So, got this swept out. I got one big bag. Look at this mess out here. I gotta clean all this up. I'm gonna take everything off that shelf. I just want one shelf in here. I'll take this other shelf somewhere else. Make me some more space. Maybe make a table to do their little food mixture. But before I want everything totally out of here. I even took the lights down. I gotta get those down yet, but I'm just doing one kennel at a time. And then I'm just gonna hose the crap out of this, ceiling and all. I'm going to soak this floor. Just get rid of the old cobwebs that I can't reach with the broom or the whisk broom or the duster behind the screens and stuff. So I've got to get all this cleaned up and hose down. Get the curtains down, get those washed, get the windows washed. Just got a lot to do. Got to tackle that next. All I'm concentrating on today is just basically the big stuff and getting everything out of here. And then I'm even going to take all the electrical cords and everything out and redo all that. See what I can do about that. So I'm going to get to at least getting the shavings and scraping that out a little bit. The best I can. And get everything else out of here. Get it in the yard. Hose it off. Dust it off. I don't know if you can see, but see the cobwebs come. It comes fast, boy. Let me tell you. Especially when it's cold and you got to shut this place up. Cobwebs come fast, and I can't get every single one of them every day. So this is called a big cleaning before the next group comes in here. And then I got to hose all that stuff off. Some of that's going to go into the garage. Some of it I'll have in here on the shelves. So, yeah. Talk about spring cleaning. There's a winter cleaning. The outside kennels, of course, is easy. Just rake them out. That's why I like the outside ones. But I can't heat them. So I can't have two younger ones out there. So the only place I can put heat is in here. So in the colder months, as I'm raising them, you know, they can come in here and I can put some heat lamps on them. So I think I'm going to take a break before I tackle that side. And once I get that done, I get the ladders, get everything out of here. Take the electrical cords down, take all that stuff down, get everything taken down, get the shelves out of here, get all the stuff out of here, out there, and then I'm just going to hose the crap out of it. You know, that's the best I can do. Okay, I finally got this finished. Oh, I forgot to clip a zip tie up there. Oh well. After 5,000 zip ties, I got my tarp a little crooked, but I ain't even going to worry about it. I'm so tired. So I pulled that from out of the chicken coop because they're not using it. And that'll give them a perch to set on. And for now, because I want to be able to move this all the time, so I don't want to keep swinging with the ropes, I have to get a small chain to hang them. And so for now, I'll just put them on there. Be easy just to pull that out, clean it off, put it back in. and there's a door on each side. So I can always pull that and that out from this end. And they're going to have all that room down there to roam around in. So what I'm going to do is take these 2 cockerels that my neighbor hasn't come and got yet and let them in there, because that's going to give them a lot of extra space. And then if it rains, I mean, I've got some plastic that'll come down on the sides there, so no big deal. I don't have a big enough piece of plastic to go on the, well, I do, I don't want to waste it right now. I'm going to have to cut it to size, and I just don't feel like it right now, but it's not supposed to rain anyway, so we should be good. So let me pin them up inside that little red house, move this, and get them in there. Okay, so they're doing good in there. Boy, this breeze feels good right now. I don't know if it's going to rain tonight or what. Kind of looks like it's going to, but I'm going to go get a bigger tarp just to be prepared. All right. My back is killing me. I gotta get this picked up. And then I pulled that over there beside it, because the hens like going in there, and they'll go up top and lay their eggs in there, which that's fine. It's easy to reach, as long as I know where they're laying their eggs. Because right now they're laying them in the cat house in the coop, and the ducks are laying in there, and I always get a chicken egg. Well, almost always get a chicken egg in with it. So as long as it's not on the ground and it's in there, and I got somebody, like I said, somebody's coming over this next weekend and help me bring all the pallets over here and start the duck house build. Okay, I don't have no lights on in here, but took my hose. I got all the shavings scraped up, and then I took my hose on the, I walked inside each kennel and did all the way around the ceilings. I got all the, where I, you know, I couldn't get the dust off with a brush or something, or duster. And then I'm just going to let the floor soak for a few minutes. It's nasty. This is what you call winter cleaning. I still got to get this shelf out of here. And that's okay. That got a little wet. I'm eventually going to replace that with wood. But that's it for now. So I got to get their chicken bucket and mop. I think it's in the coop. And get ready to scrub this. I'm going to sweep out what I can. And then probably take me 2 or 3 mop buckets to get this clean. But at least I got all the cobwebs. I got everything hosed down. If I missed anything, it's going to be very little. And I got to get this prepared for colder days. So, because I got more chicks coming in. And it's going to be cold out. And they're going to be too big for the garage by that time. And I got to get them in here with heat lamps and stuff. So, I still got a couple weeks. So, this will dry out completely in a couple of days. I'm just going to spend today scrubbing everything down. And then I've got somebody coming over to haul trash out for me. So, I think I'm going to take that down. I'm going to leave it real limited in here. I'm not going to do like I did last year, because I got to get ready to get plastic on the windows and everything and around the kennels for colder months. So, I still have time for that, but I'm going to go ahead and get it started. And I think I'm going to start the new ones back in that kennel. And then when they get a little bigger, I can open up that door, which is open right now because I was cleaning. And then they can extend out for the cold months before they go outside. So, we'll see. Okay, I went and got my Play Smart Deb. So, I got my water out of here. I got it mopped. I still got to get this sides. I'm going to let it dry and then scrape the sides again. And then that should be fairly clean. Look at this floor. So now I'm going to get that side. Okay. Got this mopped. And that's where I had a leak, and I had to rip that to get the stuff out from underneath it. I haven't fixed it yet, and I still haven't found where the leak's coming from. So, but I got all this mopped out and scrubbed down. All I have to do now is I got to get this stuff organized on that shelf so I can get this shelf out of here and get it cleaned up and mop that corner. So I'm just going to leave their bucket here. I got to check the chicken cabinet and the chicken run, see if I got another, I could still use that, but they need a new one. I think I got a couple left in there. And I haven't done the windows yet, so I'll do this. I'm going to let this dry out real good and go from there. And get all this cleaned up. So I got those 2 bags of shavings out of here. That'll go in that wagon and go in the pile where he's coming to take everything to the dump. I even took all the lights, everything else. I got the dust and sprayed everything. I sprayed everything. So I'm going to get this stuff moved, get that stuff a little organized. Those go back in the kennels in here once it dries. And I'm not going to put the stand back in there. I'm going to use that somewhere else. So I still have to get all this stuff cleaned up. See, it's a chore. When you want to raise chickens, it's a chore, you know? And then also, you know, everybody wants to see everything nice, sparkly, clean, and pretty, which I've showed before where it got dirty and nasty on the floor. So this is reality. This is what, when you got to clean everything out, when you're raising chicks and stuff, this is what it's going to be. You know, be prepared. So maybe not all the stuff, but I had to get some kind of purchase or whatever. And a lot of this I had already. I just refurbished it. And some of the stuff's not going back in there. So I just got to get ready for winter. So they did good last night in there. Slept on their perch. I had that tarp over there. I took it off this morning. Got to pick that up yet, but it's only 10 o'clock. Everybody napping? Here's Bonnie. I probably have a hen up in there. And I don't know. I think I have a chicken in there in the deck house. I don't want to get too close to disturb them. Is this your morning nap? Goodness. I can't wait till next weekend to get my pallets down here. Sorry. Go back to sleep. Everybody's doing good. So I got all this to clean up. I got to move these blocks out of the way. I just got a lot to do out here. I got to clean their pools again. And, you know, I just did these yesterday, so, yeah, that's what happens. So I got to find a new place for those. They were here. I moved them over there, but I just got to find another place and start getting ready to get my pallets over here. Lay back down. Sorry to disturb you. Okay, I got all 4 lights working. Of course, I'm going to leave these 2 off, because it'll be, you know, several weeks yet before I utilize this side. So I'm going to utilize this side first. But now I do need to get a regular light bulb in there. Somehow a regular light so it's not so dark. And when it's nice in the daytime, these heat lamps, of course, will be off. And I chain them and I zip tie them. So they're not coming down. I hate these lamps, but the heat plates just don't work outside very well. They have to like be right up against it to stay warm. So, and I didn't want a cord on the floor, but I have to be able to reach that to unplug it without having to reach up high all the time to get that one off, because I just don't. I swiped that from the what used to be the rabbitry. So that's the best I can do for now until I get this real electric in this shed next year for sure. So I can get rid of all these cords and get these lights working. So, and I'm going to have an extra light put over in there, one on each side, just a regular bulb like this one. Or some kind of light I could switch on and off. But for now, that'll be it. I have to go find a light for that side. And I'm not going to put shavings in here until I get ready to put the chicks in, because I don't want it, you know, get dust or nothing like that accumulated in here. I want to leave the windows and stuff open for the cross breeze, keep the dust out. And like I said, it'll be a few weeks yet. So I'm going to get these turned off and go find me some kind of light to plug in over there. If I got to zip tie it to the screen in order to point down or something, I'll figure it out. Here's my babies. I just changed their pads. Or they get their pads changed 4 times a day. You know ducks. You put any water, whatever in there, that's why the pads get soaked. Huh. I got your food and water over here. What you doing, babies? What you doing? Huh?